Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's GentooMan here, also known as Rainy, and today's story time is kind of a short one that's kind of funny that I thought you guys might like to hear about, so let's hop into it. This story time takes place just last night at work, and it was a pretty busy night. I was in the kitchen this evening, and it was a busy night because it was our cheap night, so tickets were cheaper, which means a lot of people would come in because movies are expensive. So it was a cheap night, so there was a lot of people around. And I was in the back of house by myself, so I was in charge of all the hot foods from the kitchen, like the pizza and the hot dogs and everything like that. But I was also in charge of the popcorn, which goes fast, and it's kind of difficult to navigate them both because sometimes they have someone on popcorn specifically than one person on the rest of the food. But it was just me on this night, so there's a lot going on, and I had a lot on my plate. I was running around trying to make everything work. And I did make it work, and it was getting towards the end of the night. And so I had a lot of dishes to do for my closing duties. So one of my coworkers, with this girl I work with, she came to the back to help me start doing some dishes before we closed, so that we weren't going to be there for all eternity before we could actually leave after we closed. And so while we were doing that, there's a speaker in the back so that we can connect our phones and listen to our music and stuff. So we connected my phone. And I don't remember what we were listening to. I don't even remember what it was. We started listening to music, just kind of jamming, having a good time. And, we really started to feel the music and just have a good time. And a little while after, we were training some new hires as well. And we have to build these butter pumps and know how to build them and deconstruct them so we can clean them, the things we use to put the butter on the popcorn. So this other girl I work with, she was teaching them how to do that. And they were she was teaching them how to build it. And then my two managers came in, and then suddenly everyone was having a race to see who could build it the fastest. And so me and the girl who were doing the dishes, we ended up joining in on this, and I was still connected to the speaker. And at this point I had switched over to rock music or something. I think we were listening to Detroit Rock City by Kiss or something like that. So we were just still really feeling the music, having a good night, racing each other, building butter pumps, and it was a really good time. But shortly after that, after everyone had gotten an attempt in on the butter pump race, the doors locked and the building was closed, so we could finish our closing duties. But we didn't quite get to it yet. So my phone was connected to the speakers still, and we had wandered over to my white girl music playlist, and so I started playing, I believe it was S&M by Rihanna, and there was about 5 of us in the back. We all just went wild. We were all dancing, and we were using the sinks to create mist and stuff, and using pans and whatever the hell not as instruments, and just we were just having a fucking rave in the back of this kitchen. And it was a good time. We kept going. Every time a song would end, be okay, we should get to closing now. And then another song would come on, we'd be oh, this is a banger, we got to keep going. And it was a lot of fun. It was really funny. It was never ending though. I think it ended up being a solid hour after we were supposed to be out, or almost an hour, probably 45 minutes after we were supposed to be out, that we actually ended up getting out, which is entirely our own fault. But hey, it was fun. But yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up the story time. I know it's not a big crazy one. It's just kind of a funny story. Thought you guys might like to hear about it, so I hope you did enjoy it. But before I go, I actually do have a couple announcements for you guys, so that's nice. First things first. I'm starting a new series on this channel. I think I'm going to call it Tales from the Reddit or something like that. I'm just going to read some Reddit stories, probably scary stories because I like scary stories, maybe some funny stories as well. I don't know where I'm going to pull them from, but if you're watching this video the day that it came out, I'm going to try and have the first episode of Tales from the Reddit up tomorrow, ideally. And another new series that I want to start, I've talked about, is I want to do subscriber stories. I actually have one primed and ready. It was submitted to me on the Discord. Thank you for submitting that. I will probably have the video up on Sunday instead of Friday, because on Friday, I'm finally going to be releasing episode 2 of The Cold. I know it's been a month, but I think it's ready to go now, so that'll be out in 2 days. And as for Saturday, Evil Eye and I have finally, we have all the footage and such that we need for our little exploring the basement vlog. I don't know if you watched that video I made. There's kind of 2 parts now. If you watched that video I made called The Encounter with a Cult, and then the second one I think is called Boobs Girl Returns or something like that. Watch those 2 videos if you don't know what I'm talking about, but TLDR, we're exploring the secret basement of the movie theater we work at. So that's also almost ready to go. It just needs to be edited. I might end up getting delayed from Saturday, but probably not. It should be good to go. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the schedule for the next 4 days. Tomorrow we have a new series starting where I'm reading Reddit stories. On Friday, we have the next episode of The Cold. Saturday, we have the vlog. And on Sunday, we have the subscriber stories. And then on Monday, just the regular story times will probably resume. Yeah, guys, that's it for the announcements. I know it was kind of a long section of this video, so I hope you stuck around for them. I hope there's something you're looking forward to. And I hope to see you all there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.